Thank you very much, Erin. Much appreciated. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? All the way down the back, can you guys hear me? Excellent. Alright, so the theme for tonight's Toastmasters is do one thing every day that scares you. Do one thing every day that scares the living Jay's Zeddy. Well, maybe not to that extent, but scares you. So does anybody know who came up with that profound, thought-provoking sentence? And to give you, we have...
Ralph Waldo Emerson?
No, good guess, good guess. I'll give you a clue. Female, she's the wife of a former US president. Oh, prize goes to the lady in the second row there. Eleanor Roosevelt, is that who you said? Very good. Yes, indeed, it was Eleanor Roosevelt who said, do one thing every day that scares you. And I suppose, what do you think she meant by that statement? Like, it wasn't a case of, excuse me, it wasn't a case of jumping out of a plane every day, or, you know, skydiving, or cliff diving, or basically running into traffic in the middle of 76 on rush hour. No, not that type of scaring. What she's talking about is getting out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone. Because every day we repeat the same routine day in, day out. And what happens when we do that? We don't grow, we just repeat the same thing over and over again. It's only by getting out of our comfort zone that allows us to grow. And I'm assuming this is why we are all here tonight at Toastmasters for that very reason. We all want to improve ourselves in terms of public speaking. So in terms of doing one thing that scares me is obviously being up here. Because if I was to examine this situation, sitting down there is the comfort zone. You guys are listening to me, and it's you know, that's where I'd rather be. But our goal, as part of the Toastmasters committee, is to help you help us. It's like the Jerry Maguire, help me help you. Because our goal is to get you guys from off of those seats and up on this stage. And it flows nicely with what the two lads have spoken about earlier. It's all about participation. We want to get you guys involved, because if we don't help you guys get involved, then we're not doing our jobs as the committee of this club. So that's what we're here for. So you're saying, well, Ger, what are you doing to help us, help you, help us, and all that good stuff? Well, repeating what Kai had said earlier, we have a new website, and it's pretty awesome looking, even if I say so myself, since I did it. So I have to say that. The beauty of the website is it's designed so that it's optimized for this thing here, right here in my hand, from which I can read the agenda. It looks great on tablets, it looks great on a web browser. It's the start of something big. What we want to do is, Kai mentioned, we have an agenda up there. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to participate. And that means signing up for roles. Signing up for roles, getting involved. Because, as Erin said, it takes a proverbial small village to run this meeting. There's a lot of people involved to make a meeting successful. And some meetings are going to be good, some meetings are going to be mediocre, and some meetings are going to be out of this world excellent. So, you know, it's your involvement. And again, as I'm saying, it's not my club, it's not Kai's club, it's not Erin's club, it's our club. So the more we can involve you guys, and the more involvement you guys give back, the better this club's going to be. So having said that, I hope that during table topics that Nathaniel's going to be hosting, that some of you guys take that brave step, get out of the comfort zone, and come up here. So for tonight, we have three people giving speeches?
2 more.
Sorry?
2 more. We already had one.
Oh, we had one, jeez, yeah. So we had one who already got out of their comfort zone, Aaron. Thank you very much. And we've got 2 more speeches tonight. One from, actually, is Peter here? Or sorry, Joseph.
Looks like he is not.
All right, we're down to 1. There's 1 brave soul. And he's right there in front of me. It's Ibn. Ibn is going to give a speech on never quitting. But we'll get around to that in a bit. But before we do that, I'm going to introduce the general evaluator who's going to talk about this small village of people that we need to run this show successfully. So please welcome onto the stage Aaron Beverly.
Hi everyone, I'm back. So as the general evaluator, I will basically be evaluating the entire meeting as a whole. Now I will have a team to help me do this, and we will introduce them now. Starting with our timer, who is Isabel. Isabel, would you please come up and tell us a little bit about your role? Let's give her a hand when she comes up.
Hello everyone, I'm Isabel and I will be your timer this evening. My job is to time speeches and table topics. I have my handy dandy timer right here. For speeches, I believe you have 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5-minute point, I will hold up my green sign. At the 6-minute point, I will hold up my yellow sign, and when you are out of time, I will hold up the red sign. For table topics, you have 2 minutes, so at 1 minute, I will do the same. Yellow, 30 seconds, sorry, green, 1 minute, 30 seconds yellow, and then when you're out of time, red. And that is all.
Thank you, Isabel. Next, we have our grammarian, who will be Peter. Let's welcome Peter up to the stage.
Thanks, Aaron. Good evening, fellow guests and Toastmasters. So tonight I'll be the grammarian, but I also believe that I'll be the og counter as well. So as the grammarian, throughout the speeches and whenever anybody gets up here, I'll point out anything that I think is grammatically incorrect, or if there's certain words or phrases that you use that are really good, I would point it out. And as far as the og counter, what I'll do is I'll make note of any filler words you use, or if you use a lot of and to kind of bridge sentences, things like that, and definitely small pauses like things like those terms that I'm doing. And what else? Oh, it's tough being a grammarian og counter because now I'm doing it myself. I'll put that down for myself. But as a grammarian, I want to do something a little bit new, and there I go again. But the word of the day, yes. Oh, I actually don't have a word of the day, but for a grammarian point, instead of a word of the day, I'll do a grammatical point. I do get annoyed when people use good as an adverb. So someone asks you, oh, how did the game go? Did you play well? Play well. Some people say, oh, I played good. So use well instead of good for an adverb. Just one thing. Maybe it doesn't apply here, but just keep that in mind when you're out of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. At the end of the meeting, I will come back up to the stage and give my report right after the timer and the grammarian / og counter. But for now, I will hand things back over to our Toastmaster.
Okay, so with the fact that I suppose we started off with 3 speeches, we were down to 2, that leaves us with the last speech of today, which is our speaker, Ibn, who's going to give a speech on never quitting. And again, it reiterates the theme of tonight. It's do something every day. Do one thing every day that scares you. And hey, we know it's never easy to get up here on stage, but again, he knows, like we all know, this is the only way you're going to get better. And I am looking forward to hearing what he has to say. He's a great man. Please give him a big round of applause as he comes to the stage.